A lot of the time, the approach of the batting team is dictated by the score. They know that they have to play a certain way, and sometimes that freedom or that emancipation of the mind allows them to sparkle. Clearly evident from the initial exchanges.
That is so good. After standing his ground throughout the over to use his feet there. 16 for none. The Joel Andrews show.
Yeah, there's that freedom which I spoke about. Knows that he has to go after the bowling, and so he can really unfold and unleash 16 from his first.
Here's where the West Indies have ran into a brick wall. It's been a wall of Mohamed Nawaz. And Joel Andrew himself has had his difficulties against Nawaz. He's got him in both games, and flat points against the pace. It's against the spin where he struggled. But Athene on strike first, who also was dismissed yesterday evening. Very first delivery. He's one that sweeps. He likes his sweep, both conventional and reverse.
I wonder if he started off with an arm ball there. Nawaz, high speed delivery, gets inside the line quite early. And it's important that he sort of takes this matchup 3 for 14 with his returns last night. Can't afford any bowler to record those figures in a chase of 190 plus.
On, there's also a deep mid-wicket. 23 in the first game, bowled just one power play over yesterday evening, 1 for 6 in 2 power play overs. Excellent from the West Indies in 9 deliveries.
The young brigade putting on a show. Yeah, they're happy. They're all smiles. Good decision making from Alec Athene, looking to hit the ball in the direction from whence it came. This is a frenetic start for the West Indies. They'll want this to continue. There's a change in angle, though. He's round the wicket now.
They're still on the leg side. Wonder how much that first swing from Athene just put Nawaz off of that length, which he's so good at hitting. A good length, almost 4 to 5. No, 5 to 6 rather. Fearless batting. Darren Sammy said earlier he doesn't like survival batting. He wants his batters to pick an option and bat themselves.
Yeah, for much of this game, the West Indian fans have been quite sedate, and understandably so. They get an opportunity now to roar. This is quite belligerent stuff from both these two youngsters.
Complement each other nicely, these two openers. Athene prefers the spin with his sweeps. Joel Andrew prefers the pace.
Yeah, the first one just getting inside the line quite nicely. That was a shot of beauty. Real pugnacious stuff from Athene. And Joel Andrew in the first over. Pressure exerted on Pakistan.
Mid long off. Andrew wants to, hustling. Good urgency from these two openers, 33 for none.
Nawaz in his first over has already conceded more than he conceded in all of his spell last night. What a difference a day makes.
Series on the line. This is the decider. Perfect to have it here in Fort Lauderdale because you've got an excellent mix of fans. Diaspora everywhere. What a night, what a weekend for them. So flown in different parts of the United States, and Harris Ruff, a man who knows these conditions well. Played the first game, none for 17 in 2 power play overs, missed the second, he's back for the third. With a deep point and deep square is a tactic that teams use against Athenaeus, forcing him to hit down the ground.
Just have a look at the various lengths that he was able to counter-attack. Use of the feet for the final of those 3 boundaries. Yeah, the fearlessness and the exuberance of youth on full display. He showed tremendous talent ever since that Under-19 World Cup where he scored that 130 against South Africa.
Running between the wickets, there's been a great understanding between these two. Communication loud, they're taking off straight away, and they're wearing proudly a West Indian jersey which has got streaks of maroon amongst yellow. This guy needs to move because we need to see the jerseys. Guys, go on to windiescricket.com on social media, scan the QR code on screen, and be a part of the movement. Maroon fire is the theme for the jerseys.
Alec Anthony is called in for this series as reinforcement. He was participating in the Windward Islands 50-over tournament in St. Lucia. Just prior to his call-up, had to find his way here to Fort Lauderdale in quick time. Came in actually on the night of the first game and hence unavailable for selection. Johnson Charles started and then he came in for the next 2 matches.
He didn't execute that, Joel Andrew, but nice to see he's thinking about that option.
Something on it, but it didn't carry through to the wicketkeeper. And this is where the learnings, I suppose, it is a learning curve for the young man. Both of them really off to a good start. How do they continue with this momentum? Sure, it's about being risk tolerant, but it also has to be calculated. High pace from Ralph, so it's a different proposition. And I quite suspect that what Aga will try to do is rotate his bowlers in the first 6 and not let any one bowler bowl consecutive overs. That's a ploy captains use when they're under the pump.
Tries the ramp again. Thinking batter, Joel Andrew. Again, good running from the West Indies. This has been very fluent, this opening pair. 38 for none.
of late. They've come out in their numbers. Much appreciated by the players, I'm sure.
Players who saw Barbara and Rizwan last night, they're in for the ODIs. The cricket president of Cricket West Indies there in attendance as well. Dr. Kishore Shallow, the three. Linford Ivory as well, left of screen. Four. Fahim Ashraf didn't bowl yesterday evening, but will have a bigger role to play without Shaheen.
4 overs, 4 different bowlers. Miles Bascom, director of cricket, also there in the yellow polo. So the 3 dignitaries of West Indies cricket and the youngsters being inspired, seeing some of their heroes live.
Bert Inbury, the CO, there as well. And we know Fahim, who likes to use the seam and get the ball moving away off the pitch from the left-handers and into the right-handers. We know he'll be operating in and around that good length or just back edge of a good length. So if you're Athens, are you thinking about, like we saw in the last over, a ramp with fine leg in, it's the deep point and deep square outside the circle. Can you use your feet, come down the pitch? He needs to be full of energy against this ball.
Just eking out a single there. But a little bit by surprise, admittedly, Nikhil and viewers, the way this surface has played tonight, it seems to have thickened up a bit. Quite unlike what I expected. 3rd game on the trot. Just wonder if that rainfall, heavy rainfall, I understand, earlier today, some of it got on the pitch and just quickened it up a bit. But certainly it has played the best of the 3 matches.
Got 47 in the power play, and then they continue to accelerate in the middle, 83. That will be the differing factor for the West Indies. For Shea Hope, who will come in at 3, for Rutherford, who struggled against spin. 17 overs of spin in the West Indies in place. 2 games. 8 overs have been dots. So that is a problem. What adjustments can they make? They'll be safe. Seen Joel Andrew trying to be progressive in these 12 deliveries, using his feet, playing a few ramps. Hasn't faced much spin.
Fortune favouring the Brave. 8 runs, I think, in the last 11 deliveries or so. So Pakistan fighting back after the first 2 expensive overs. And usually when there is a quiet little period, something gives, either a boundary or a wicket. I'm not calling which one.
Deep mid, as well as the deep square. Both fielders committed to leg side. Found his length well. Good control of length in that over. 42 for now.
chasing a total of this magnitude, 190. You need to get a good start. Harris Ralph for his second over in the power play. Deep point and deep backward square. Dropped it. One of those that you want to hold on to. By the way, I'm not a big fan of the stumps lighting up as the bowler just jumps into his gather. That could be very off-putting, the lights on the stumps.
Yeah, driven off edge and through the hands of the fielder. Andrew will have to be cautious. This is usually when he loses his shape, trying to accumulate runs after a few dot balls.
It's a chance. Sonali takes the catch. So Harris Rod strikes. And that is a celebration and a half.
Got the opening partnership broken with 44 on the board. Joel Andrew again just trying to heave this one into the leg side. It's an excellent tracking from Hassan and an excellent take. Look at the celebration. Brilliant from Ralph. As he sees the back of Joel Andrew. He goes for 24. West Indies 44.
वो छोड़ करके जा रहे हो तुम?
सर स्प्लिट में बचा क्या है कि हम यहाँ आ रहे हैं?
तुम बचे। इन लड़कों को जब आप ग्राउंड में खेलते देखेंगे दिन में आपको अपने फ्यूचर स्टार्स नजर आएंगे। सामने से वार करने की हिम्मत नहीं की तो ये खटिया उतर आए तुम जैसों से खौफ सताने की जरूरत नहीं है। आसानी से किसी को भी ये ट्रॉफी जीतने देगा। पहले मजबूत कर लीजिए सर। तूफान आ रहा है। चलो किसी को तो हॉकी का ख्याल आया? Encouragement for Ralph in Pakistan. She hoped that he trusts the bounce of the service. That's the shot of a man who trusts the surface a bit more.
This is the wicket of Joel Andrew. Just trying to heave this one, but not getting the connection. Yeah, very well tracked and very well caught in the end. Celebration. Brilliant.
Squeeze away for four. The extra pace of Ralph taking it to the boundary quickly. Good enough in ace.
Just using the pace, opening the face, and guiding this delivery down to that third area. This is excellent for Martinez. Very well timed.
Comes up for the West Indies, so they're bettering the power play of Pakistan in terms of volume of runs.
Pakistan were 47, but without loss. Ruston Chase had it up with Shilfie Rutherford.
And I like this from the West Indies batters. The run rate, they've stayed over 10. The required run rate is 9.23. So other than getting boundaries, they've been able to rotate the strike.
Butler. All sorted. Great deal of carry on that and pace. Harris did well to stop it 50 for 1.
8 runs on the wicket coming in that over. 24-15. Best start so far, just on 1 wicket.
Another 140 to get for the West Indies series decider. Ashraf. Got his line wrong, good again from Ali Ghaffaniz. Looks in good touch and innovative here tonight.
And it's already 7